Melissa. Happy Thursday. I am so excited to be here today. I haven't been live in a while. I have been traveling. As you know, I was in Italy a couple of weeks ago for the announcement and the launch of the Siser Juliet. And today I'm super excited to be able to tell you that pre-orders have started. So I'm going to tell you, I'm sideways. So hopefully I'm okay. Maybe someone can check and let me know. Anyway, so the Siser Juliet, the pre-orders are open. It is actually available right now at one retailer. However, supplies are extremely limited, so I'm actually going to recommend that you pre-order, and for a couple of reasons. The supply will increase of the number of machines. Pre-orders are going to be shipping in about a month, so not a big deal. And also, if you pre-order a bundle specifically from Swing, you get a whole lot more for the same price. So it's a really, really good deal that you will be able to do. Now, one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to show you how intricate it can cut. I'm going to let you listen to it. I'm going to answer some of these questions because I get questions all the time about why would I want this? How is it different than the Silhouette Cameo? You know, what is the difference? Okay, so I have a lot of content coming, comparisons coming, but I want you to just kind of see for yourself. It's not going to be right for everyone. The price point is definitely higher. It's $4.99 for the base machine and that base bundle I talked about. So let's talk about pre-orders before we get to anything. First of all, I linked to everything up top. Bob, can you just check to make sure that the live is looking okay online because it's sideways for me? And so the pre-orders, like I said, are going. There's like 5 or 6 options right now. The base bundle itself from Swing comes with $300 to sew FONTSY, so you can get fonts and designs. It comes with the software. It comes, there's a couple of other things that it comes with. There's also several other bundles, and I'm going to tell you which one is actually my favorite. What's that? So the one that is my favorite is the one that comes with extra mats and extra blades. The reason that it is really important to have extra blades is because the blade style, let me get a little bit closer here so you can see. The reason that it's important to have extra blades is because the Juliet comes with a more professional style, pro style blade. And so you have to basically build this blade yourself, and then you have to adjust the depth of it yourself. So you're not going to want to keep changing the blade depth once you finally find that perfect setting for whatever material it is. So my suggestion, if you decide that the Juliet is right for you, is that you keep 2 or 3 blades, one for vinyl, one for heat transfer vinyl, one for paper, maybe another for stickers, so that you're not constantly tinkering with it. And so there is a bundle that Swing has. Again, I linked to it above. I called it my favorite bundle. It comes with extra blades and extra mats. Okay, so those are just a couple of tips. I know a lot of you, if you're considering adding on another machine, or you already have a die cutter, you're like, I don't need vinyl, I don't need heat transfer vinyl, I already have all of that. Bundles are great, but why pay extra for that? So that is why that is my pick for the bundle, because the blades you're gonna need. Okay, so let's actually talk about, I obviously already set it up. I recorded an unboxing. I recorded 3 steps to set up, because there are some things that you're gonna need to set up, including how to get that blade to the right depth, so that you can get cuts like this. Look at this. I want to show you, and then we'll cut something. I want you to see how small this is. Just compare. First of all, you can see this is an inch, but look how intricate that cut is. You can see compared to my finger too, how teeny that is. So we're going to cut a couple of other things. Well, we're going to cut one other thing just for time's sake, and I'm going to show you how this works. It's a little bit different, but hopefully this will help answer some of your questions as far as speed, noise level, and those types of things. And then we'll talk about, and I do have a blog post coming on comparisons to the Silhouette Cameo. There's some things that honestly, like, it's nice to have that's nice that this has a light, right? Like an LED light, and I can turn that on for you so you can see, but like that doesn't really matter when you're talking in the grand scheme of things, right? Like that, okay, so the Cameo doesn't have that, this has it, it's pretty, we like purple, that's great. Same thing with the Silhouette Cameo. It has a built-in roll feeder. That's kind of janky, right? So there's some things that, like, it's a great feature to put on the feature list, but does it really affect the cutting for you? Okay, so we're gonna talk about some more of those things as we kind of move along. Maybe not today, but like I said, I have a list coming. Compares price, it compares the types of blades. Then this only has one blade carriage, right? The housing carriage. It right now you can't put a rotary blade in here. The Silhouette Cameo has a leg up on that, right? There's various things. The price point, like I said, $4.99 versus $2.99 or $3.20, right? So there's a price difference, but you also, I would say that this machine feels more solid. Okay, so there's definitely some real pros and cons to both of them. Okay, so let's go back to actually cutting. So this is obviously a touch screen. Everything is done on the touch screen. Well, there's software obviously, but you can control everything right here. So I have my design already set up. It's called Leonardo Design Studio software. And it's free when you have the machine, all right? So right now, there is not a version for users who don't have a machine to download and test out, but that will also be coming. Okay, so one thing that is a little bit different is how you load this. So you have to open up the pinch lever in the back, and that's going to increase the height of the rollers, which will allow you to load the mat. So we're actually gonna load the mat from the back here, and then I'm gonna come around. So I'm gonna get the mat in the position where you want it. And there, you probably can't see, but there's, just like on the other cutting machines, the Silhouette and the Cricut, they have like a guide to tell you where to put, you know, your mat, all right? So now, this is interesting because no matter, you want to position the housing where you want it to cut. So I obviously already have something cut in this area, so I'm just gonna move the housing to cut in a different spot. Okay, oops. Did it too much, and I'm actually doing it upside down, so it's making it a little bit more challenging for me. Okay, so let's see. All right, so now I'm just going to, also I should point out before I send this to cut, I do not have this connected by USB. This is Bluetooth. I haven't tested the distance of the Bluetooth, but I can tell you I have had no issues with Bluetooth. Usually when something is cutting, I like to, you know, continue talking. I'm not going to do that today. I want you to hear, and I'm just cutting something very small, so it's only gonna take a second, but I want you to hear the volume that this cuts at, okay? So let's send this to cut. And okay, I'm actually gonna cut it one more time. Whoop. Okay, I'm gonna cut it one more time. And I'm gonna bring you a little bit closer while it cuts. Why isn't it cutting? Oops. Send to cutter. Very, very quiet. And just notice the size of this, okay? So now to pull this out of the machine, I'm just gonna do that up here, okay? All right, so I wanted you to be able to see that. So now I'm just gonna weed this so that you can hopefully see. This is very, okay, hopefully you can see. It's my Facebook is a little bit odd today, I don't know why. Okay, so now I'm just going to weed this. This is very small. Again, this is about, I don't know, an inch and a half. But I am cutting, what I cut was a very intricate and small spider web. And I picked this design. Actually, this design is from the software. It's free in their library. All right, I picked this design because obviously spider webs have very, thin areas, and I wanted you to be able to see. I wanted to challenge the machine. I also should point out that this vinyl that I'm cutting, this is Siser Easy Weed. It came with, in the box. There comes with 3. So let's actually talk about that. What comes with the machine? So if you just get the very basic, just out of the box machine, it is going to come with a power cord, a USB cord, obviously the cutter, a mat, cutting mat, this red cutting mat that I'm using, the blade holder, of 2 45-degree blades and 1 60-degree blade, and 3 sheets of 6-inch, or no, well, 2 actually, 2 sheets of sample material that you can, cut, and then a little manual, and obviously, like I said, the software. Okay, so here is the design. Just want you to see how cut. Okay, this one I cut previously. All right, so what you can hopefully tell from all of this is that this machine definitely has its pros. I'm still getting to know it myself, but I did want to introduce it to you. There was a ton of interest when I announced that Siser was coming out with the Juliet. Now that it's on pre-order, I wanted you guys to be among the first to know. There's a limited quantity. As I said, pre-orders are going to be shipping in about a month. There's, 5 or 6 options for you. But I wanted you guys to know that first, so that if you're interested, you can go ahead and put in your pre-order for the bundle that you are looking for. Like I said, they all come with $300 worth to So FONTSY that you can pick. There's about a 5,000 designs and font section that you can pick from. Those would all be, your choice, what you want. And then obviously there's, how the bundles work. They come with different things, but the one that I am suggesting is the one that comes with the extra blades and mats. All right, you guys, lots more to come. I linked to everything that we talked about, and I will see you soon.